Hey, welcome back. I'm Seren the Healer, and this is another monthly love reading by design. I'm going to start with an archetype from our Sacred Forest Oracle. Then I'm going to pull an overall message with the LightSeer's Tarot. And then I'm going to pull a card for each design type from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. But these cards I have to keep face down because I don't want to show the images that are on these cards on the channel. All right? So you guys just got to trust me for what this one says. All right, let's get started. That's it. Ooh, all right. So overall, looks like somebody that you've been giving your energy to, and they're stealing your joy. In the name of going by the rules or doing the right thing, or something to that effect. They're manipulating the situation and saying that the way that they want it to be is the way that it should be, like it's the only thing that's right, and what you want is wrong because it's not what they want. But they're not going to tell you like that. It's like they feel like you owe it to them for some reason, to go along with what they want, even though it's stealing your joy, And with us having two archetypes, one saying that you're protected and the other saying that you need to get into flow, this is a complete message all on its own. What it's saying is that you can trust that what you want is coming. You can trust that things are going to work out because you've got the protection at your back and you've got your intuition that can guide you into, while you're in flow. So your only work is to get into flow and stay there as long and as much as possible this month. All right, so for my Leo generators, that is going to require strength. We've got the strength card here. And so it is about holding your boundary. Not just setting a boundary, but holding a boundary. Meaning, if you've asked someone not to wake you up before 5 a.m., because you get in late, and if you wake up before that time, then you're going to be sluggish all day, right? Then that's the boundary. Don't talk to me before 5, right? Don't wake me up before 5. Now, holding that boundary is when that person calls you with something or texts you anyway, or maybe you live with them and so they're setting their alarm to beep, and then they're hitting snooze and just letting it keep going, those sort of things, is that you have to actually implement some sort of way to separate yourself and give you that space to have that time, that sleep. So if it means you sleeping in another room because they are setting their alarm for every 5 minutes and it's waking you up at 4:30 and then 4:35 and then 4:40 and then 4:45, that sort of thing. Or if it's having your phone on do not disturb until you're up and you've brushed your teeth and you've had your shower and you've had your coffee, then you take your phone off of do not disturb, and that person is then given access to you, right? So this is just an example of something that could be happening on a way bigger scale or a way smaller scale. But it's the strength of knowing that you deserve your happiness. You deserve what you need. You deserve what you need. And there's nothing wrong with setting the boundary and taking that. You know what I mean? Like sleep is, it's necessary for living in a human body, right? So you should feel protected and justified in the fact that, your sleep should be respected. Okay, manifesting generators. We have, It looks like a case where you're seeing someone younger and you feel like they won't understand what you need, and you're not really wanting to explain it because you don't want them to see you in a different light or see you in a different way. You're kind of wanting to fit into their life more than, having them fit into yours. So it's like, say, for instance, we'll do the sleep thing again. Maybe because you're older, you're wanting to go to bed by like 10:30, and this younger person is like normally up till 1, and so they are expecting to still be able to have access to you, that sort of thing. And you are staying up in order to appease this person, and they have no idea that you are suffering from not having those extra hours of sleep because you have not said anything. You haven't set that boundary. It's kind of, what I'm seeing there. It's like you can't expect anyone to know anything that you haven't told them, and you can't really like penalize them for not knowing something that you haven't let them in on. If you're keeping it secret, then that's on you. You got to be honest and give yourself that protection, that love, that buffer, that safety zone of this is what I need, this is who I am, this is where I am, and that's okay. Anytime you try to cut away at pieces of yourself in order to fit something that somebody else is doing. I mean, there are situations where we can do that once and it's no big deal and you don't suffer from it. You don't take any, minutes off of your life from it. You wanted to do it. You wanted to be there for that person and it works, right? But something long-term or something that's snowballing, something that is making you feel obligated or making you feel like you have to continue to do that, it definitely does wear away at you, picks away at you, and you start to resent that person. You start to resent yourself. You start to feel like something's wrong with you because it's not sustainable, All right, so for manifestors, I cannot escape the Tower card, man. So for manifestors, I feel like it is a piece of information being revealed about the other person. And it makes you angry. And you're kind of wanting to hold their feet to the fire on this and be like, you need to admit that you were wrong. You need to, and that is, as far as you're willing to engage with that line of thinking, with that emotion, with that vibration, with that energy, with that whole process of, I need them to know that that was not okay to do to me, that that was wrong, and I need them to admit it and to say it, and then I need them to make it up to me, and as long as you're on that whole path and pushing that, then you're getting farther and farther away from your flow, right? So if you could approach it from a position of knowing that you're protected, knowing that you're the one that's in the right, knowing that you deserve better, and kind of tapping into your inner authority to see how to handle that. If it means that that person loses access to you until they are able to admit what their part in it, then I feel like that, not saying just be passive, but I'm more like saying, if you are existing in this energy of needing somebody else to do something in order for you to be okay, then you've given your power to that person. You can't be okay until they do X, Y, Z, right? If they only do X and Z, you still can't be okay. If they only do Z, you still can't be okay. If they don't do none of it, you still can't be okay, right? And that person, if they're the type of person that would, do the first thing, how do you know that making it up to you, doing the XYZ to make it right again is even important to them, right? So you may have locked yourself into a lose-lose situation by wanting this person to give you what you feel like you need and deserve in order to, feel like things were done correctly, And so that's why I'm saying, if you're able to energetically separate from that and not be in a place of disempowerment, and instead turn to a place of, I am protected, then when you do interact with this person, there will be kind of like a energy vacuum that kind of gives them that space to own up to it and be like, you know what, I messed up. Instead of you going to them, making them wrong, and then literally all they feel like they can do is be defensive, right? So for projector Leos, give me a second. I don't really have... I'm not really getting a clear understanding of this. So I'm going to pull a clarifier. Ooh. Okay. So this, to me, it looks like a situation where you suspect that your person is up to something, or that they are doing something behind your back, and you're shutting down because of it. You haven't even really you don't want to confront them about it. It's literally just a situation where you're just sad, and this person has no idea. Whether it's because they're not doing anything wrong, or it's because they have no idea that you sense that they're doing anything wrong. You know, I don't know. It's like you're going into preemptive protection mode in order to avoid the hurt that you just know is coming. And so again, it is a need to find a way to switch into this type of energy. So gosh, it really makes me feel like you need to spend some time in nature. You need to spend time with your dog, or you know what I mean? Like it's a need to follow something that naturally is in flow and naturally flows. So watching your pet, watching birds, spending time in nature, going to the water, whatever it is that you can do this month, you need to spend more time in meditation, more time in nature, more time in flow. Because if you don't have any proof that this person is really doing anything, and you can't bring yourself to confront them about it, they haven't said anything, and so there's just this yuck hanging there, this energy of, I feel something is off, and I can't put my finger on it, I can't say it. And the other person is under the impression that everything is fine. All right. Reflectors. Ooh. Reflectors, I feel like it's you that's up to something. You're the one that's up to something, and you are trying to orchestrate something in order to surprise your partner with it. Which is a very different energy than the rest of these. It's like all of it is the energy of there's a secret. But with the reflectors, I get that it's like a playful secret. Whereas with everybody else, it's a secret that's putting tension on the relationship. It's stressing you. It's affecting your immune system. It's affecting your sleep. You know, that sort of thing. All right. Kind of wishing I had brought my other oracle deck, but that is all that I see for now. I hope that it's helpful for you guys. Happy birthday. And I will see you back here next month. Oh, and I'm also still doing my weeklies. So if you're looking to see how the energy will break down week by week, I got you. Just check out my horoscopes. All right? Bye now. I'm here.